the rear ender, double header from the amender, and the return to sender, from which I render them a different color. And the never fretter from the better, and I netter, just like the go-getter, and the letter, and I am always ready, and I break the levee and the jetty with the Teddy and the Crocker known as Betty, who gets a wet head, bedhead from the spaghetti. And peel, just like you steal. And you know the deal. I always keep it real, and I do what I feel. Just like the Meals on Wheels. And I can't get no relief or release. All the nonsense must cease. Just like the gold leaf, read 'em and reap. I carry my Jesus piece, but it ends up in a heap. Just like when you take a leap off of a pier with a steer or queer who leers and veers and sheds a tear just like he has no fear. And don't come near my rear with the gear. Well, at least until next year. You hear? And the steel beam that rams and reams and lets off steam, just like it makes the cream. It comes apart of the seams, and it is what you deem. Just like a fiend on Halloween. Eat the noodles known as peen, from which I got fat so I had to wean. And I do my shoulder lean, just like I get real mean. And the bitch who got hitched in a cinch with the stitch, just like the ditch witch, who was the latest catch, and he made a hatch with a batch and a latch. That does what he sees fit, just like the king known as Lich, who fits right in my mitt, just like a ditz who gets hit with the crit. Call that a near miss. Who hissed and got pissed, just like he was the tits. And I'm in the limelight, diamond shining with my hymen, just like I'm whining and dining and spinning on a dime and staying right on time and making the world mine, just like I'm doing fine. And if I'm lying, I'm flying, just like I'm crying. But who's buying? Are you sighing or signing? Just like I'm mining. And I just got out of jail. I'm on bail. Like a snail on a rail who eats kale and chases tail. Just like the whale who flailed, but he ain't frail. Just like he knows Chip and Dale. And my guinea pig eats a hay bale. Just like he wails. And he got hit by a flail while wearing chainmail. Thank God it wasn't hail. Tie and ready up the sails, just like you made a sail. And let's get to humpin', like you're dumping and you're stumping from the rumpin'. Who's a chumpin' and you're funkin', just like the crumpling of the lumpin'. Do you got a mump in where you see fit? Just like you get hit by the crit that was a near miss? No, I think you're more like a ditch who gets lit just like a nitwit, lyrical lunatic from the Kringle known as Chris. Who is jingling with his winking and his wigs, from which he's a dingleberry. On a rotisserie, who knows his history. And he's not licking or listing, but he's more figuring for the christening. Who is a black beetle who makes 6-digit figures, and like Steven Seagal, he keeps it simple and takes a tinkle just like his dimple, and he drives a tinted out Buick Regal. And if you say that I've got your nipple, I'll pop you like a pimple.